Hey y'all, welcome back to You Matter Podcast. Me, myself, and my diagnosis. It's me, KG. I came here today, you guys. I'm gonna be real transparent with you guys, and I'm kind of gonna open up a little bit. Today we're gonna talk about stigma related to taking medication for your mental health and the impact that it has on people. And I'm gonna go in depth about the impact that it has on me. Okay, so stigma surrounding mental health medication stems from various misconceptions and negative stereotypes. These include viewing medication as a sign of weakness, a last resort, or a form of mind control that alters personality. This stigma can discourage people from seeking necessary treatment and can lead to feeling ashamed or embarrassed. So I'm going to go down a list of some of the stigmas, and then I'm going to talk about the effects that it has. So, many people believe that taking medication for mental health means someone isn't trying hard enough to manage their conditions through other means like therapy or lifestyle changes. And I can speak on that because one of the biggest things for me, you guys, is I was falling short with that stigma, and I feel like the reason why my mental health hasn't progressed the way I feel like it should in the years that I've been dealing with this is because of stigma. The stigma surrounding taking medication. And yes, I was one of those people that you always hear people say, like, it's a weakness. Like, you having to rely on medication, you're weak. You should be able to control your mental health. You should be able to get up out the bed. You should be able to control all these things. And really, you guys, I've tried life without medication, and I've tried life with medication. And let me tell you, my life is so much better with medication than without. One thing about being diagnosed with bipolar disorder is it's a chemical imbalance, and most mental health conditions are chemical imbalances, which means you need something to be able to balance that chemical. For me, I thought like the mania, I was like, maybe if I just, walk more, I can control it. The impulsivity, I just got to be more responsible. I gotta be more mindful of the things I do. And let me tell you guys, I have tried all those things because I didn't want to feel like I was weak and I had to depend on the medication. So I tried the non-medication method, and let me tell you, it didn't work. It led to hospitalizations, depression, on the verge of losing my job because I missed so many days, not functioning in life, bad relationships, all these things because I was fighting, because I didn't want to feel weak. Another thing is some people feel the stigma around feeling like medication will dramatically alter their personality. Now, I can speak on that as well because I have been on several medications, because you have to try out different meds to see which medication works for you and which, medications don't. And unfortunately, there has been medication that has altered who I am, right? Make me feel a little drowsy or make me feel a little slow. I wasn't like my natural, happy, cracking jokes, smiling self. So there are medications like that. And that's why you have to work very closely with your psychiatrist to find the right meds. And you have to be willing to not give up. There was times, you guys, where I would be like, I'm done. I done tried all these meds and nothing is working. Like, I'm over it. I'm tired of being a guinea pig. Like, all these things is pertaining to stigma, right? And it took me a long time, but I can finally say now the medication I feel like that I have, I told them to stop messing with my medication because I was doing good, and then they changed some of it, and then it messed me up a little bit. But now I feel like I'm on the right medication. I'm just trying to find the right dosage right now. So, yeah. Some people often see medication as a final option only after other treatments have failed. And that is true. I can say for me, it was like growing up in the family that I grew up in, and just being black, right? Let's be real. There is this stigma around medications. Like, you don't need no medication. You could pray it off, or you need to eat more healthy, or it's all in your mind. You need to be strong-minded, strong-willed. And so medication did become a last resort for me, because it got me to the point where it's like, I'm tired of losing friends and family. I'm tired of feeling down, depressed. I'm tired of having suicidal thoughts and having to fight them daily. Like, I don't know if you guys ever felt like this, but when those suicidal thoughts come and you're driving in your car and you're on a bridge and your thoughts is just telling you, just drive over the edge, and you're having to fight those thoughts, you're going to want to try something. You're going to want to be like, look, enough is enough. I can't fight this no more. Some people view medication as a way to enhance productivity or performance rather than a treatment for a medical condition. And this is so true, because people like go back to, you don't really need that medication, or like, you could do this stuff yourself. And people don't look at it like, if I had high blood pressure, nobody's gonna look at me wrong for having to take high blood pressure medicine. If I have low iron, no one's gonna judge me for taking iron medication. If I had a heart attack, nobody's gonna judge me for taking the medication to build my heart back up. So don't judge me for the medication I need to take to be productive in life and to succeed in life, and not have life beat me down. Shame. Stigma can lead to individuals feeling ashamed or embarrassed about needing medication, making them reluctant to discuss their treatment with others. There have been times, and I'll be real frank with you guys, there have been times that I've kept my medication a secret from my family and friends, because I didn't want to hear their biases around medication. I didn't want to hear their input of how I shouldn't be taking medication, or this. A lot of people don't even know the education behind taking medication for your mental health. So they're like, oh, you just getting addicted to prescription medications and all these things. And it affected me. It affected me to the point where I was fighting, like, I don't want, sorry y'all, I told you I'm gonna be real transparent on here. I was getting to the point where it's like, I don't want to feel these thoughts. I'm tired of suicidal thoughts. I'm tired of feeling like I don't want to get out the bed. I'm tired of just living. Like, I cursed God every time I woke up. Like, why am I still here? Y'all, that is so draining. I don't know if you guys ever been to that point where you just like, look, the best thing to do is just let it go. Like, I got tired of feeling all those things. On top of I'm feeling those things, and then I'm worried about, well, if I do what these doctors are telling me to do, and if I try these medications, people are going to judge me. My family are going to think I'm addicted to prescription meds. They're going to have all these assumptions about me. And it's like, you don't know which way to go. And then finally I got to the point, and I hope if you guys are dealing with this and your family and friends are judging you about taking medication, I had to really get to the point where it's like, look, it's me or you. And I chose me. I choose life. And if me choosing life means I have to take medication to help balance me out in life, then I'm going to take that medication. And I'm going to be okay with it. And if you're not okay with it, then bye. Because you don't have to deal with me every day. It was like to the point where, like, I had a partner at the time, and she's like, look, because first she was like, I don't know if you should take medication because of the stigmas, right? And then when she seen me off medication, and then she seen me on medication, she was like, I think you should take your medication. And people that really love you are going to encourage you to do what's best for you. And if they are not encouraging you to do what's best for you, then you don't need them in your life. I feel like the best way to combat the stigmas is to first educate yourself. That was the biggest thing for me. I had to really research because I was believing what people were saying about how I was getting hooked on prescription meds and all these bad things about medication, how I was weak-minded, all these things. I started to believe those things. So I had to really do my research on my diagnoses for one. I had to research bipolar disorder and borderline personality. One thing you will learn is a lot of the borderline personality disorder, a lot of the things that you can, a lot of help and support that you get from that comes with therapy. That comes with DBT modalities. Excuse me. But when it comes to bipolar disorder, you can do your research and it's going to tell you that you need some kind of form of medication. Sorry, I ate some popcorn earlier and it's kind of stuck in my throat, I think. But it's going to tell you that you need some kind of medication as well as psychoeducation and therapy to be able to balance out the bipolar disorder, to balance out the mood swings, to balance out the lows. So for me, I had to educate myself, and I seen that there's a high percentage of people with bipolar disorder that need medication. And I'm one of them, unfortunately. And it's not unfortunately. See, that even, it's the stigma still in your head, like the internalized stigmas that we face. No, it's not unfortunately. I'm just different. The way I function through life is different than some people that don't have to take medication because they don't struggle with mental health, or they have other ways to, deal with their diagnosis, like therapy or, psychoeducation and things like that. But for me, I am KG and I gotta take medication, y'all. And I'm to the point where I'm fine with it. I got my alarm set on my phone and I'm taking I don't care where I'm at. It used to be times where I wouldn't take my medication when I went to certain relatives' houses because I didn't want them to know I was on medication. And so I would be all out of whack because I done went 3 or 4 days without taking medication because I'm trying to hide it. Like, no, I educated myself and I've learned that I do have a chemical imbalance. And a way to help with that chemical imbalance is to take medication. And so I take my Wellbutrin and my Seroquel daily to help me out. I think one of the main things I would want people to get from this is, yes, realizing that there are stigmas around mental health, medication for your mental health. But do your research. And I know as hard as it is sometimes to tune people out, sometimes not sometimes, all the time, you gotta do what's best for you. Nobody lives in your body but you. Nobody knows how hard it is to get up sometimes in the morning but you. Nobody knows how hard it is to fight suicidal thoughts but you. Nobody knows, y'all, I done been to so many psych wards trying to get help. Nobody knows how traumatizing that is but somebody that's been through. And so I'm here today to really just stress the importance of being mindful of not to let stigmas stop you from getting the help you need. And to check yourself when you start to feel those internalized stigmas, where you start to question yourself. You know what works for you. So do that. And sometimes you will lose people that don't understand. And that's okay, because you will have people in your life that do. Get into different groups. Do your research on your medication. I'm not saying be a guinea pig to them, but do your research. See what works for you. Don't just settle with the fact, oh, medication is not good. Because if you had a heart attack, you would take medication. If you had high blood pressure, you would take medication. So I just really want you guys to really let that stick. Don't allow stigma of medication to stop you from being able to live a healthy life. All right, y'all, with that said, I want y'all all to remember, you matter, And don't let stigma stop you.